Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And I know that I'm a bit late to the party, but still, I'm here to give my thoughts and my ranking for the 2025 season's F1 team liveries. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the video, guys. In P10, I have Steak. Steak, to me, by far has the worst livery in the 2025 season, but somehow this livery still looks better than their 2024's, and I think that's the only consolation prize here. The bright lime green is a fantastic color that has great potential if it's done right. With 2025 being the final year for Sauber in Formula 1, I really thought that the team would go all out and be creative with the livery, but somehow they landed on a livery that looks like something that was designed last minute on F1 Manager. Moving on to P9, I have Williams. Williams, with the arrival of Carlos Sainz and some new sponsors, I thought that the team would have refreshed the livery to make the car stand out among the field, but the livery looks rather basic. Being basic is not bad because it still looks good, but the only problem that I have with this livery is that being a team that carries so much history and legacy in the sport, trying to revive the old magic, I would have appreciated the use of some bright colors to liven up the livery. But this livery just looks too dark, especially from the front, and again, it looks a bit basic. In P8, I have Haas F1. Haas's livery for the 2025 season looks good. The pattern of the livery seemed to have been retained, and the color combination has just seemed to have been inverted from what it was from the last year's livery. The main problem that I have with this livery is with its color palette. I mean, it just looks too normal. The thing is, Haas being the only American team on the grid as of now, I wish the team could embrace its American roots and try to design a more interesting livery. The thing is, I have a very neutral feeling about this livery. I don't hate it, at the same time, I don't love it. That's why I give it P8. It still looks better than the other two. So in P7, I have McLaren F1. McLaren being the constructors champion from last year, I really wish the team could have tried something new with the livery and tried to have refreshed the livery a bit. Knowing how good McLaren are with their one-off liveries, I really expected a lot from the team. But they decided to stick with the exact same livery from last year, and I see why they did it. McLaren is trying to build a brand around this livery, like how Aston Martin, Red Bull, and Ferrari have done with their own. But the only problem is that the McLaren's livery is not as elegant, or it doesn't look as complete as the other three. I always find McLaren's livery to be a bit tacky and half cooked. I mean, it's still better than what they did back in 2022, but I feel like there's still a lot of room for improvements. In P6, I have Red Bull. I put Red Bull in P6 because they stuck with the exact same livery, and it is completely out of my ignorance. I mean, we all know that Red Bull will not change anything about their livery, but I walk into every season expecting Red Bull to have at least refined their livery a bit, knowing that the team will not make any dramatic change to their livery. And once again, that was the truth. And you can't complain Red Bull for it, because why would the team fix something that ain't broken? I mean, this livery just looks so timeless that why would the team want to change anything about it? And Red Bull has been running the same pattern of livery since its origin in Formula 1, but the team revised the color palette in 2016 and stuck with the same ever since. But again, I just hope that Red Bull would do something creative with their livery for the 2026 season, keeping in mind that it will be the first season into the new regulation, and it will also mark the completion of 10 years of this livery. So yeah, hopes again for 2026. In P5, I have Racing Bulls. I have a problem with Racing Bulls. I mean, I rate RB's livery higher than Red Bull because I actually like it. The problem that I have with RB's livery for the 2025 season is that it makes the car look like a clone of Red Bull rather than an RB team in and of itself, making it lose its own identity. It's essentially a replica of Red Bull's Honda Tribute livery that they ran at the Turkish Grand Prix back in 2021. Considering that the team had a perfect livery last year, I would have been more than happy to have seen the team run the exact same livery for the 2025 season with some tweaks here and there. I don't see a need for the team to completely switch over to a brand new livery. But don't get me wrong, I still like it, but again, as I said, this livery just makes the car feel like a clone Red Bull, making RB look like they lack character and identity in the sport. In P4, I have Alpine. Alpine have finally designed a good livery since 2023. I mean, their 2024 livery just looked like a joke, and to this day, I have a huge question of who greenlit that 2024 livery? I mean, what and which part of that livery actually looks good? I don't know. But the 2025 car with the new livery actually looks really good. And this is the livery that we all expected from Alpine for all these years. Surprisingly, the blue and pink actually vibes really well this time out, and the only gripe that I really have with this livery is with the front end of the car. I mean, it just looks too bold and in your face. So I just wish the team had incorporated a bit of blue accents to the front to make the front end look less jarring with that bright pink. But again, this is a fantastic attempt from Alpine, and I really hope the team had made some improvements in terms of performance as well from 2024. In P3, I have Mercedes F1. Mercedes, in my opinion, had one of the best liveries in the 2024 season, reminding us a lot of the early 2000s McLaren. Though Mercedes' 2025 livery still deserves a spot in the top 3, I think their 2024 livery still looks better to me. Don't get me wrong, it's still one of my favorites, and I'm glad that the team did not go in the path of an all black livery like how they did in the 2023 season and retained silver to liven things up a bit. It's still one of the best looking liveries among the 2025 grid, but I think the 2024 livery was just a bit better. I just wish the team had given a better fade downwards for the silver on top of the airbox that could have made the design look more polished. But other than that, the Mercedes livery still looks great, and that's why it takes P3 in my livery ranking. In P2, I have Ferrari. Ferrari takes P2. I know that people have mixed feelings about their 2025 livery. Some love it and some hate it. I personally like it. I still think this livery looks much better than the 2024 livery. Not the one they started the year with, but the one that had the HP logo. I think with the use of white, the team has made sure that the HP logo blends with the overall livery of the car and doesn't stick out like a sore thumb like how it did with the 2024 livery. It was always either white or exposed carbon fiber. In that case, I'll happily take white over the exposed carbon fiber. The white also nicely breaks up the red base of the livery, giving it a nice contrast. But I still have some problems with this livery, thus why Ferrari's livery actually takes P2 in my livery ranking. And my issue with the livery is that the car has too many HP sponsorships. And I also hate the sponsorship placement of Unicredit because it just looks like an afterthought. I also wish the team had gone with either gloss black or with an exposed carbon fiber for the halo, which could have reduced the visual bulk of the livery. So moving on to my livery ranking winner, and you guys would have guessed it by now, and that is Aston Martin. Again, just like Ferrari's, Aston Martin's livery for the 2025 season is also a bit of a controversial one because it has also raised a lot of mixed feelings among the fans. Some like it, some hate it, but I like it. The exposed carbon fiber on the sideboard is neatly executed, better than Ferrari's from 2023. And the lime green accents is something that will never get old. The only gripe that I really have with Aston Martin's 2025 livery is the exact same problem that I had with the Ferrari's livery, and that is with the halo. I wish the team had gone with either an exposed carbon fiber or a gloss black halo because I really liked that gloss black halo that the team ran with their 2022 and their 2023 car. On the whole, I still think this livery looks the best among the 2025 field. I know that a lot of people watching this video might have a difference of opinion, but I like it. It's my personal opinion, and if you have any difference of opinion on this, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Let me know what is your livery ranking for the 2025 season. I'm curious to know what's your take on it. And if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to the like button and subscribe to For a Win if you haven't already. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from For a Win, and I'm out. Peace.